And go. We're back.
And action. Okay. Where were we? One last question, I believe?
Are you allowed to go through the trash?
No. Unfortunately. Back to those rec rules again. No scavenging, no salvaging. And we play a game at the landfill where I say no and everybody else tries to sneak stuff out of there. That's the game we play.
So we need to know it's
Because-
part of EPA and REPRA. People still try.
Sure. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes there are good things down there at the landfill. But yeah, so 50 years of landfilling left. We've got 10 modern cells out there, about 10 acres each. And we're on we're in cell D, and we're about halfway done with that. So we've got 4 of the cells we're using now, 6 more left. If you figure 10 years each, that's a lot of landfilling. Now there is another landfill. Most people don't realize there's a waste management facility.
We've talked about that a little bit.
Right across the street from us. Waste management is like the giant empire of trash. They're the biggest trash corporate entity in the world. And part of the benefit of us being here in Elkhart County is the fact that we're not beholden to stockholders. We're not trying to make a gazillion dollars. 1 second. And we hold the price of trash down. If it was up to waste management here, we'd probably be paying upwards of $50 a ton for trash. Right now, we charge $35.10 for a ton of trash here. Question?
So do they have to be protected?
No,
when
because
they're
it
on?
is pretty much contained. It's all within piping, and methane gas stinks. Well, landfill gas stinks, methane as well. So if you're exposed to it, you know it, and get out of there. Back to the gas for just a minute. We use a flame ionization detector every quarter to walk around the whole facility, seeing if there's any fugitive landfill gas methane escaping, so that's another regulation. Back to the price of trash. Early on I said it's all about economics. The old guy in the shack, that was the cheapest way you could even imagine of getting rid of trash. Today it costs big money to put in a landfill cell, to put the liner down, to do all that. The last cell we put in was $1 million, and that was a deal. It was the heart of the recession. Every dirt moving contractor within a 3-state area bid on that, trying to get. So I'm thinking the next cell we put in will probably be $1.5 million. Very expensive, but it is the cheapest way to go at this point, and that's why we put trash in the ground and bury it. And I'm the first guy to say it's not perfect. Remember I talked about if something can fail, it will. Landfills, they're not perfect, but it's what we have to deal with now, because I always ask the little kids when I do a tour, who's got a trash can at home? And of course we all do, and we're all part of the problem. So what's next with landfilling? Besides shooting it into space, of course. Next is a type of incineration. Remember, I just trashed incinerators a little bit ago, but there are processes called oxygen-starved combustion, where you superheat stuff inside a vessel and you remove as much of the air as you can, and the processes that are being worked on, big time worked on by that big waste management corporate, Republic is number 2 in America, Republic Services, is gasification. Is one of those oxygen-starved combustion processes. Plasma arc is another one. And then thermal depolymerization. You know, I know these words. Do I know the processes? Heck no.
But if you do a research paper on oxygen-starved combustion, gasification and plasma arc, thermal pump depolymerization, I will give you extra credit.
Can you spell that? Oh, okay. That oxygen-starved combustion, we have been approached in Elkhart County numerous times about buying into this. There's lots of engineering companies out there that want to come in, take over the big chunk of the landfill, and try these processes with municipal solid waste. That's what you call a modern landfill. It's a municipal solid waste facility. That's our fancy name, along with landfill. But the problem is, they can make it work if you got a homogeneous waste stream. If you got all tires, we know tires burn, and they burn hot and ugly, and it'll work with tires. It'll work with, if you've got plastic, what else do they like? Wood, even wood waste. A homogeneous waste stream. It's all the same thing. Yeah.
So could you see in the future that we would have to separate out all our garbage?
That's why it's not economically feasible. You got to pay somebody to sort it. And remember, I said municipal solid waste, residential trash that we throw away out of our kitchens every day is full of water. It's water. It's like us. It's really saturated kind of stuff, and it just it's not the best thing to use in the process. I mean, when you take your kitchen garbage and you put it next to a tire, what's going to burn hotter and better and make more? See, they're making biofuels out of the incinerated oxygen-starved combustion. They're making fuels and going that way. But nobody has made it work yet. Nobody has made it work to beat the gate rate that we're charging at the landfill. I said the gate rate out there is $35.10 a ton. Well, we do government-to-government contracts with Elkhart, with Goshen, with all the cities in the county, and they're getting in for $18.60 a ton. What a deal! Half price of trash. So you got to beat that kind of price with these new processes to make it work. Any questions, real quick? I guess we're almost done. Yeah.
You said that you're on the selfie. How much trash can you fit in each cell?
Ooh, good question. A whole bunch. That's not good enough, is it? We take in 400 tons a day, and we'll be there for a year. So you do the math. I was never very good at math. That's why I work at a dump. I mean a landfill. I mean a municipal solid waste landfill. Hey, you guys have been great. One thing I need to mention real quick, we have a program out there where you can come in one time per week with 300 pounds or less at no charge. So that's a benefit, another benefit to having a publicly owned landfill. We're very proud of that facility out there. How many of you ever been out there? All right,
Do you
all
have to
right,
live
all
in the
right.
county to
Okay.
take anything out there?
Beg your pardon?
Do you have to live in the county to take anything out there?
Yes, within Elkhart County.